Hello, so today I am making some copycat Raising Cane's, chicken tenders and fries. So I just have about 3 pounds of chicken tenderloins right here. I think that might be close to 15 tenders. And to season it, I have some oregano, paprika, garlic powder, onion powder, some salt, and black pepper. So right now I am going to make the brine for it, and then let this marinate for a little bit. So you'll need about 1 to 2 teaspoons. I used to like Raising Cane's, but I don't anymore. I recently had it a few weeks ago. It's not the best. The chicken tenders are always soggy and there's not much seasoning on them. So these are much better. These copycat ones that I'm making, I like these a lot better. More seasoning and everything. So make this recipe if you want some better seasoned food. Or better seasoned chicken tenders. This is still smoked paprika. I just had to get a new one. And oregano. This color is bright. Vibrant. Oregano. Not to keep hating on Raising Cane's, but they're only good because of their sauce, which I have a copycat recipe for that too. Tastes exactly like it. But yeah, I don't know why their food is so soggy like that. Oh, I forgot. You also need buttermilk. I'm going to use this whole thing. It's about 1 quart, so 946 milliliters. Season it up. Here's the seasoning. And then I'm going to put the buttermilk in there. Now, I don't have any of the bread that Raising Cane's has that comes with their combos, but I am making some Rhodes rolls. They're over here rising. So I'm going to mix the seasoning in first. These are frozen, so I defrosted them a bit, but they still have some ice on them still. Yeah. So that's what they look like. Kind of looks like kimchi because of the redness. Alright, now I'll dump the buttermilk. I'm gonna use the whole thing. You also use this for breading too. When you bread it. Then you want to just mix it around again. And then you want to just take a lid and put this in the refrigerator for about 2 to 4 hours. I'm only going to do about an hour because I'm going to start cooking at 4, which is in an hour. But if you want it to be more flavorful, you can do overnight, 2 to 4 hours, whichever one. And I'd say that you should put a paper towel underneath it. It's kind of, a bit wet. But that's it for this. I'll be back in about an hour. So it's been about nearly 2 hours. I'm back. I have all this stuff here, but these are the rolls I have. I just took them out, thawed them out, and now I'm about to cook them. So they've been sitting on the counter, and they've risen a lot. So I'm going to put these in the oven, 350 for about maybe 12 minutes at first. These are really good. I like these rolls. I just started eating these after so long. I made those same rolls for my chicken parmesan video, which might be out in a month or 2 months. I don't know. It's August 14th right now. And sorry if you hear a noise. That's the dryer. But right now I'm going to make the cane sauce. This is a recipe from Healthy Junk Food, I think. Yeah, Healthy Junk Food is the name. I used to watch them a lot on YouTube. Found out they recently divorced, so I don't know if the channel is going to be up anymore. So you'll need cup of mayonnaise, 2/3 cup ketchup, 1 tablespoon Worcestershire, 1 teaspoon garlic powder, a teaspoon of black pepper, and 2 teaspoons of black pepper, and a teaspoon of lemon juice. So I have my mayonnaise, my ketchup, Worcestershire, garlic powder, black pepper, and lemon juice. The sauce I say make first so it can marinate, get the flavors. It actually tastes exactly like the actual sauce from Cane's. A cup of mayonnaise, and then 2/3 cup ketchup. There's a ketchup. Then tablespoon, I'm going to measure for the first time in a long time. Tablespoon of Worcestershire, however you say it, Worcester. I like this sauce with my chicken tenders. I don't think my family does too much though. I'll do the seasonings. Garlic powder, a teaspoon of garlic, then 2 teaspoons of black pepper, and a teaspoon of lemon juice. What's everybody's favorite fast food, like chain fast food? I like Carl's Jr. They have a really good burger I always get from them. The Western bacon cheeseburger, I like that one. I'm not done mixing it, but it's like kind of a pink, well, a salmon color. That's what it looks like. To put a lid on it, I didn't mix it all the way, but put a lid on it and put it in the refrigerator, and it'll be good to go whenever you're done and ready to eat. Next, I'll do the chicken tenders. Show you how to bread those. It's been about 15 minutes and the rolls are done. So for the chicken, you'll need some kind of frying oil. I use canola oil, and I already put some in the deep fryer. I think I put about 2 cups of oil in the fryer. If you're making as much chicken as I am, you'll need about 4 to 5 or 4 to 6 cups of all-purpose flour. This is white flour. And you'll need 4 teaspoons of salt, or we'll do 2 teaspoons. 2 teaspoons of salt here. And 3 teaspoons of baking powder. And then 2 teaspoons for all your other seasonings that we put in the chicken earlier. Black pepper, oregano, onion powder, garlic powder, and smoked paprika. This is for the breading, so I have something to put the flour in and a spoon. So about 4 cups. 2 teaspoons of, well, 3, baking powder. Now, mix. I also have these for when I fry. It's just a pan and then about 6 sheets of paper towel, and I have tongs to take it out. This is for the fries. I'm jumping around, but what I did last time in the rolls, I put the towel over the rolls after they came out of the oven, and it softened them up, so I'll do that now. Alright, back to the flour. You want to mix that together. So here's the chicken. Wow, I won't show that, it'll probably spill. And here's the flour mixture. So what you want to do is I use gloves, so you want to take one hand for the wet and one hand for the dry. Don't get the wet and the dry together, don't mix those together. So here's the tender, they call them tenderloins. And you want to do that. Coat it in your flour mixture and then put it back in the wet. That's why I said we're using all the buttermilk. It's probably going to take all that. And then back in the dry. And that's how you double coat your chicken. And I'm going to do this for all of them. And I've preheated the canola oil to 350. Keep your flour ingredients on standby. You might need them. Oh, let me show you. So that's what it looks like. I've been deep frying all week. You'll see those videos if you want to watch those ones. I made Navajo tacos and chicken parmesan. And this is the last thing I'm going to deep fry for the time being. Give my arteries a break. So, I don't know if I said, but it's August 14th right now. I think I did say that. And the Olympics just ended about 3 days ago. The Paris Olympics. Any of y'all watch the Olympics? And if so, what's your favorite sport that you watched? I didn't watch the Olympics like I was planning on doing. I did watch the opening ceremony and the closing ceremony. Quite boring. The event that I did watch, I watched women's soccer and then women's basketball, USA for all of it, and men's basketball. And I watched some water polo, track and field, equestrian swimming, diving. I watched all of that. Equestrian, swimming. So I did watch quite a bit. And I have stuff still recorded that I want to watch. Now what I was going to say is I did watch the women's breakdancing. I know everyone on social media is talking about the breakdancing because of one specific breakdancer, but overall, if you watch the entire thing like I did for the most part, breakdancing, I really like that competition. Hopefully they keep it in the Olympics because it was really entertaining and fun. I like how they had it. So they had about 16 break dancers, and each of them went against everybody else in rounds. So they had about 8 rounds. And they can't repeat the same moves that they did, the same moves. So if they did, they get points taken. So that was interesting too. I was watching the breakdancing and I was trying to breakdance too, you know. I would dance if I didn't have this stuff on my hands. Maybe I'll do it later. I can qualify for the 2028 Olympics. No, they do a really good job. I can't do head spins. I can't do 99% of what they do. I didn't watch the men's breaking, but it is recorded, so I might go back and watch that. Did I double coat this? We're gonna triple coat it if I didn't. I didn't watch any gymnastics. I was trying to catch Simone Biles, and I didn't watch tennis like I thought. I just saw on YouTube the replay of Coco Gauff in the mixed tennis doubles matches. This one's kind of breaking. Maybe I can tear that in half. It's kind of a chicken nugget now. But what I like to do is I like to put the chicken on the lid. If you don't know what that was, that's the lid for this bowl. This is what they do at the restaurants. They have more equipment though to make it faster and have bigger quality batches or quantity of batches. So it's summertime, so I'm asking a lot of questions to y'all. I hope you answer. But what have y'all been doing this summer? In the summertime when the weather is... I mentioned it, but in July I went to vacation in Memphis. That was a nice trip. I got to see a lot of the civil rights history and black history at the museums they have there. And learned about the Stax record label, which originates in Memphis. It unfortunately shut down, but it was pretty successful record label in the 70s and the 80s. It had artists like Rufus, I forgot his last name, Isaac Hayes, a bunch of different artists. In that Stax museum, they had Isaac Hayes' Cadillac. That was a really cool car. That would be fun to drive. It had a refrigerator and a TV in it. It was a turquoise car with gold around it. It looked really nice. They had it spinning on the thing, and the doors are open so you could see the inside of it, and you can see all of those things in it. I don't know if he was watching TV while driving, but it was in there. So I started watching I don't know if they're called documentaries, I think, or reality TV. I'm not sure what it was, but they're on YouTube, and I used to watch these when I was younger. On YouTube, it's called World's Strictest Parents, and they take these bad kids from the UK, and they send them to strict parents across the country, and they have them live with the strict parents. And I've only seen, it was a mega compilation, and there was two episodes, and both kids, all four of the kids on that show, they actually learned and went back home to the UK, and they weren't so bad afterwards. I don't know, I used to just watch a bunch of documentaries when I was younger on YouTube. I watched one recently. They had a bunch of little kids, and they just let them live in this house adult free. And I was like, these kids, they're so mean, the kids on there. I wouldn't have done that if I was younger and they were like, yeah, you want to join? Or I saw the casting call for that. Some of those kids were a lot more mature than the others. Two of them had to leave the house because they couldn't take it anymore because the other girls were being obnoxious and all of that. They had to like cook and clean and do all that without any adult help. That was interesting to see how kids are on their own and what they do and what they say and all that. I was looking at those kids, they're British kids, so I was like, I don't remember me acting like that when I was younger. Maybe I did. Some of the stuff they were saying, it was like, whoa. Kind of shocked us. Even people in the comments are like, oh, I didn't expect those kids to be saying stuff like that. You have to know what I'm talking about. I'm probably talking nonsense. I guess I promised to break dance, or at least dance, so I'll show you my dance while this food's frying up. It's quite noisy today, but hopefully you can hear all this. I guess I'll stop it here. I had a list over here of what I wanted to talk about. I just finished talking about everything on the list, but I can find some more things to talk about. Alright, so I'm done now. Mountain of chicken tenders. So I'm going to go fry these up. It'll probably take close to 2 hours. Frying takes a very long time. Just give it patience. Like I said, 350 on the oil. Put these in till they're golden brown. Check them till about 165 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't know what it is for Celsius, but internal temperature 165. Might look at 170 to be on the safe side. And about, I'd say 5 minutes each side. If not, I'll tell you if that's incorrect. So I'll put these in the oil and I'll be done I'll come back when they're all done. So I'm about a fourth of the way through. So these take about 3 minutes on each side, so 6 minutes total. But just check the temperature because one of these it took about 8 minutes. A fourth of a way. Now when I was pressing down on the chicken tenders, they kind of flattened out, so they're chicken patties now. But this is a way to make chicken patties. You get more in a tenderloin pack than you do in a chicken breast pack, so you can make it this way. But yeah, there's they're nice and golden. Yeah. Alright, here I go. I think that should win gold at the Olympics 2028 dancing Olympics. It's been about an hour, probably hour, 10 minutes. I finally finished all the chicken. I had this in the oven. Yeah, they're not tenders anymore. But they're still good. I had a little nugget one that I made. So I'll put this back in the oven, and while I cook my french fries, so I have some leftover fries from a restaurant. I'm just gonna fry those and have some crinkle cuts. So that'll take probably another 20 minutes. So whenever you do frozen fries in the fryer, the grease gets really cold, so it has to heat back up. So that takes a long time to cook. But I'll be back, and the rolls have been here. They're softened up now that I put the towel over them. They kind of bounce back. I'm done. I have my chicken tenders here and my fries. I'll just plate this up when it's time to eat, but I have these rolls here. These look like they're gonna be really good. And the sauce from earlier, so I like to put this in a container on this side. They turned out really crispy. The chicken tenders did. These are the smallest ones that I made. They're huge. But that's it for this video. See you next video, and let me know if you made this, or if you even like Raising Cane's. I think these are better than Raising Cane's. Alright, see ya.